Hey everybody, putting the hot box back together this week. Temps are supposed to be back above freezing, so this house gets pretty hot once it gets above freezing, so gonna be putting this guy back together. All it is just the insulation board. I live in a rental, so I couldn't do anything very permanent, but just kind of pushed it up in here. Put some duct tape on the sides to seal it up. The window is blocked off right now, so I'm going to be cutting that out of there, putting everything back together. So, see you in a second. So I got the window back open, and it's not a very big window to work with, but what I did is the fans that I'm using for this side is my intake, that side is my exhaust. Last summer I had an ASIC in here, so that was the exhaust for the ASIC. But I'm just using the styrofoam packing material to get the perfect circles for those. And then on the outside, I just have a screen just to help keep the junk out. Look at all them bugs trying to get in. So, yeah, gonna get the fans installed now. So this was last year's intake fan. Pretty nasty, so I'm going to be taking that apart, cleaning it up real quick. Just comes apart, and you just got yourself a regular old fan on the inside. Boom. So yeah, I'm going to get this guy cleaned up nice and clean. Only took 4 Lysol wipes. Nasty. This guy is a beast. To clean the next one. Alright, Hotbox 2021 complete. We got a bunch of 2060 Supers and 2080s down there. There's a bunch of 10 series cards, got some 1070s and 1080 Ti's. That should keep some heat out of the house. Now it's going to start warming up. Got the smart plugs on the Hotbox Wi-Fi, because inside this thing it's like a Faraday cage, so there's not much Wi-Fi in here. So I have a separate router. I got the intake coming down, heating some fresh air. Comes around the back, gonna bounce it off the wall, see how that works. Still got to get another piece for up here to come down, collect some of the heat off the top of these cards. Got the intake, got the exhaust. Got the dimmers back here, so I can adjust them once I get the box all closed up. I'll do my test on airflow to see if I'm pushing too much or pulling too much air. A couple thousand watts of heat now being vented outside. So I got the box all closed up. Just using a couple of flaps here. But yeah, I got this little hole here cut. This is for to test the airflow. As soon as I got this whole box closed up, I can actually feel some air pushing out of there. So I am going to adjust my intake and exhaust fans with the dimmers on each fan. I am going to use this little meter here. You can see it's spinning right now, so I'm gonna adjust the airflow until that guy stops spinning. You can honestly just use a thin piece of paper. Toilet paper works great because it's so thin, but just flop it over. If it blows it away, there's too much intake. If it pulls it in, there's too much exhaust. And just really find that right combination so you're not pulling air from the rest of the house or pushing air into the house. Showing a nice zero pressure, I suppose. So I'm going to adjust my intake and exhaust fans now. So I got my intake and exhaust now adjusted so that the fan blades have stopped spinning, so it's not pushing air out or trying to pull air in. It's perfectly balanced between the intake and exhaust of the two fans. The intake is at 40 and the exhaust was at 35, so not too much, being that it's wintertime. I don't have to get rid of a lot of heat yet. In the summer I might have to go up to like 60 or 70 on the intake fan and the exhaust. The intake fan right now needs a little bit more air, a little more speed to push that air, because it does have the extension hose on there. kind of see it's moving a little bit. I might tweak it a little bit more, but yeah. So there it is. Hotbox 2021 is complete. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.